Alrighty, day 7, and this would be meal 3. So here's the thing, it's about 4 hours later. I was at Chipotle. I've been very, very busy today, moving from here to there. And so I needed to eat out, and there's ways that we can do it by just slowing down, paying attention, and ordering according to the types of food that are going to create the biodiversity that we need and that are going to help us. So at Chipotle, one of the decisions that I made was to avoid the tortillas and avoid the chips, avoid the sour cream, and avoid the cheese. Okay, so those are 4 things. Now, 4 things that I made a different choice about. I also chose to avoid the steak and the ground beef. I had a little bit of that in the chili yesterday. So I moved towards, let's see, if you take 5 things out of a near infinite amount of options in the world, that leaves us with like infinity minus 5 things that we can choose, right? It's actually a lot. Like we have a huge number of possible choices. And that's sort of kind of coming to me here a little bit that, okay, we can focus on, like, okay, I can't have a candy bar. Or we can say to ourselves that, well, I can have whatever I want, but I'm easing into choices that are just much better for my body, providing my body the kind of tools that it needs. Well, imagine that you invite a carpenter to come to work on your house. Now, we have a lot of work going on around here. I've got Tom the carpenter here swinging hammers with me, and we're building a stage so that we can run an epic karaoke dance party for kids. My little band, me, Abby, and Keely, we're the Little Bird Nest. Like, look us up. We're actually a little thing on Facebook. Like, we actually have an album that actually, by some miracle, made it to iTunes. We're building all this stuff, and I've got Tom the carpenter here, and he's helping me. And so imagine Tom shows up for work, and instead of me providing him like nails and the boards and whatever, I give him like wet noodles, and I give him some like a piece of string, like all the stuff that sounds good, but he can't build anything with that stuff, anything sensible at least, certainly not the kind of things that we need to run an epic karaoke dance party. Please come if you can. If you're driving by, just stop in. Epic dance party. It's going to be 2 Saturday nights from now. And the only thing I'm concerned about, like we have 3 songs we're going to perform, like one about like Ben Franklin and caught lightning in a jar, and this song I do for my kids when we wake up in the morning. It's like the way that we wake up, and the theme of the song is basically Ben Franklin, wake up. We need a new kind of something, right? He was a pretty prolific inventor, right? And ultimately, we put our pants on just like Ben Franklin did. Okay, we're inventors too. My kids, me, you. We're reinventing ourselves just simply by providing the workers in our body, all the trillions of cells that are working hard for our benefit, and all the probiotics that are working for our benefit. We're providing them the tools that they need to be able to create something really, really amazing. So it's no problem not eating a candy bar or mashed potatoes or things that turn to sugar super fast. We have an infinite number of choices. And as you've seen, at lunch, I did choose to eat a little bit of rice. Generally, I'm going to say rice is really, it's not the best choice on the plan here, but the choice I made was the brown rice over the white rice, and I made an immediate move on my portion control where I cut everything in half. I ended up eating, it was just about 2 tablespoons of brown rice, not quite 2 tablespoons. Same with the beans. Black beans versus pinto beans. Black beans turn to sugar a little bit more slowly than pinto beans do. I had about 2 tablespoons of black beans. Better glycemic index, and I controlled the portion I took the other half and packaged it up. It's in the refrigerator right now. I might have it later or tomorrow. I got a lot of these extra things that are piling up. Tomorrow might be like epic soup day. It seems like every day is an epic day for something around here. So we may make like a chicken soup with all the leftover nutrients that we have that we're accumulating here. That soup will keep us going for a few more days. Using soups to help with your blood sugar can be really, really incredible. In fact, I have some links that I'll share with you of some really great soup programs that I highly recommend. So a little bit more on that later, though. Right now, let's talk about what it is that I'm actually going to eat right now. So I have about half of this Organic Girl Super Greens left. So it's kale, spinach, arugula, all kinds of stuff. Swiss chard, tatsoi. What is tatsoi? I have no idea what it is. It's green and it's good. And it's good for me. So it's red and green Swiss chard both. So we got some colors of the rainbow in here. That's really good. Okay, in addition to those items, I'm trying to open the container. It's like Fort Knox. I can't get it open. Okay, I just did it. All right, so what do we got going on here? Let me make a little adjustment. I am going to have about a half a cup of the vegetable mix the other day. That's all the green stuff in the outside aisle of Whole Foods. All right, so I've got that. I've got a quarter right here of a avocado. Right there, I'm going to have that. And I am noticing the more that I eat avocado on a regular basis, the better I seem to feel. So maybe that has something to do with it. I had some tuna salad left over. Maybe it's 2 tablespoons. It's not much. It's not really enough protein for this meal. And then, so my greens that I mentioned. And then I have here about half a cup of sauerkraut. And so the sauerkraut is going to add a certain tanginess to this. I guess it's a salad. I'm not using any type of a salad dressing. I'm adding a little tanginess by means of this sauerkraut. It gives it a little kick. And the nice thing about it is it's full of all of the enzymes and all the probiotics that develop through the fermentation process of the cabbage fermenting. And so I want to give my body these tools. I want to give my body the kind of tools that it needs and that it wants to do its job. All the cells of our body are working for our benefit at all times. So when we give ourselves the right tools, then we give ourselves an opportunity for some great transformation and to achieve the best, maximum, optimum balance and abundance that is here and available for us. So there it is. I'll look forward to seeing you 3 or 4 hours. The interesting thing is I've hit a place 7 days later. I have zero craving for anything. I'm not hungry at all. It's been about 4 hours since my last meal. This is the 3rd meal of the day. I feel amazingly, amazingly good. Now, if you're not feeling amazingly good, all right, I was going to say, well, don't feel bad. If you're not feeling super good, like on top of the world, like we just climbed Mount Everest, don't feel bad. We're going to have some ebb and flow. I'm probably going to, at some point, hit some ebb like I did yesterday. I sort of had to go back into bed and rest a little bit and try to kind of work with my food and my diet some. Last night, I got intensely hungry. I ate it was almost like 2 meals worth of food last night. And then I kind of evolved out of that place. You might be feeling super terrific when I hit this little downturn. Most important thing on that is we just kind of try to breathe with it. We remember, we try to let ourselves know, tell ourselves from the inside out that it's going to be okay. I can keep going here. It's really going to be okay. Everything, it's not a problem. I mean, it feels uncomfortable, but it's really not going to kill me to be really tired or really hungry, or it's not going to kill me to be really sore. It's not going to, and if we become curious about the sensations we're feeling, if we become kind of open, if we open more, that's going to give us an opportunity to work with whatever our experience happens to be. And acceptance acceptance in this process, acceptance and gratefulness and appreciation for where we are helps us really develop the kind of state of mind that is balanced, the kind of state of mind where there's equanimity. It's a choice, it's a thought. A thought builds that. What we bring into our body helps build that. Okay, let's build some great stuff together.